Hey Ned, it's your roommate and friend Rich. As you know, I'm moving out in May, which is a couple weeks, and your birthday is actually in 2 weeks, and you'll be turning 27 years old. So I figured as your birthday gift, I would give you a quick tutorial, some tips on living on your own, and different things you could do, to successfully live on your own. Now, I know you're turning 27, you're not turning 40, so I don't expect you to know everything. But what I want to do today is just cover some of the basics and, take it from there. Leave this behind so that you know what you're doing when I'm gone. All right? So, first thing I want to start with, again, like I said, we're going to cover the basics today. But the toilet bowl. Now, you've been pretty good, actually, about using the toilet bowl lately. You've actually stopped peeing in the tub, which I was really happy about. But one really neat feature that they put on here, and they did this pretty long time ago, but as you can see, there's a handle right here, and that actually, if you press it down, you can hear that sound. That flushes the toilet, so anything that you put in the toilet will go down, and it won't sit there for anybody to look at or to smell or anything else. So it's a pretty neat feature. As I said, it's pretty simple. I don't want to bombard you with things, so I know you recently stopped peeing in the tub, which is a good step. It's a positive sign. So, just push the handle down. Like I said, it's simple, doesn't take much elbow grease, and I think you'll find it pretty useful. It's a pretty good tool. It's worked out pretty well for me. The next thing I want to show you, and again, more basic stuff, is this neat little tool that they came out with a couple hundred years ago. It's a toothbrush. Now, what it's for is actually cleaning your teeth. So what you do is, they have paste that they make. You can buy it at a store. Walgreens, where you buy your cigarettes, great place to go for it. What you do is you just put a little water on it. You bring it up to your mouth with the paste, and you brush like so. When you're done, just spit it out. And what it'll do is, it'll get rid of all that black and yellow stuff that's in your teeth, all that food, the Doritos and Tostitos that you eat. It'll get all those chips out of there, and I think make for, comfortable living for you. It's something you should definitely try out. All right, next thing, again, covering the basics here. Next thing is, if you could see it, is garbage. Now, most cases, people don't leave their garbage on the floor in their bedroom, especially cigarette cases. But, obviously you're only, like I said, 27. So what we do is, we usually bend down and pick it up. Then, another really cool item that I've had in the room, and I know you've been confused about what it is, but I'll show you. This is a garbage pail. And what you do is, you just dump the garbage right in there. Right in the garbage pail. And it sits there. It'll pile up. I'm sure when you first start using it, it'll pile up until it's overflowing. But typically, once this gets filled, you take it outside and you throw it in the big dumpster that's out there. And it's just a way of kind of sprucing up the place and, keeping things off the floor. All right, so that's two things already. The third one, now it's getting a little more complicated, is folding clothes. Now, I know it's simple and convenient to, throw your shoes, your clothes, and your trash just all into one pile. And it's a great system. I mean, it works for some people. But a good tool, a good tip to use is, I'll show you, is to hang your clothes. And you could even fold your clothes. I know it's tough to see here, but if you look, they're all on coat hangers, they're folded, and they're actually put into categories. So you have, pants on one shelf, your underwear on others, the shirts, button-downs you can hang up. So it kind of organizes things, so when you want to get dressed, you kind of know what you want to put on. It's easier to grab. Like I said, the pile system on the floor with the garbage, it's been working for you. But, I think trying my system might work out for you a little bit. So, all right, we'll do one more thing today because, again, I don't want to overwhelm you with stuff. And this one is really going to fascinate you, I think. What we have here is a sink with dishes, and I've actually cleaned most of them today, as you can see, like I usually do. But what's really neat is I don't actually wash them by hand. I really just rinse them. And then there's this great invention that they came out with, 30, 40 years ago. It's called a dishwasher. What you do is you open the door and you pull one of these out. And you take a dirty dish from the sink and you take it and you put it in like that. It's pretty neat. The only thing you need to be careful of is that you don't, drop this on the floor when you're transporting it from the sink to here. It might get dangerous when your roommates come home and clean up the glass. They might cut themselves. So that's the one thing that you want to avoid. But from there, again, I don't want to complicate things for you, so I think I want to keep it simple, and we'll keep it at that for now. But I want to wish you a happy 27th birthday. It's been great being your roommate, and I'm sorry I'm moving out. But hopefully some of these techniques will help you adapt to living on your own in the future. All right? I love you.